Good. Video game feminization hypnosis by Princess. Part 1, Sludge. People overthink games. They think you need all these weird things like mechanics and challenge and story. They watch GDC talks and think they know stuff, until they actually try to make a game and it sucks, lol. Assuming they even make one. IMO, you should have fun and do whatever feels right. They are. This is how the game is played. Most devs don't make games, they just think about games and talk about games. If you make one bad twine, you should be proud. You're already way ahead of like 90% of devs because you actually did something. If you want to talk less, I recommend avoiding the internet, or at least unfollow your boring friends and follow some cat girl bots. What year is this from? Let's proceed to part 2. Part 2, Flood. Games can be lots of things. Systems, worlds, stim toys, party activities, parties, art exhibits, art, sports, cursed items, magic rituals, HRT. Those are some of my faves, but there's a lot more. Hang on, I feel like I need to follow all of the links in order. Oh, you're right, the text is slightly cut off. Thank you for that. That's helpful intel. Trying to figure out how the fuck to format this shit. What year is it from? I don't know. How would you... When's the first comment from? 1 year ago! Let's read about mechanics. I don't even like most game mechanics. Nobody look at the screen. Nobody look at the screen right now. Nobody look at the screen right now. That's not, nobody tell me that's me. Nobody tell me I'm out. I don't even like most game mechanics. Sometimes I replay the Half-Life series, but I don't enjoy the combat or puzzles. It all feels like sludgy filler. I just want to exist in the world. Usually combat isn't inherently fun, and enemies are only there to fill time or give you some questionable power fantasy IMO. Kinda scary how many games involve fighting and killing and dying when you think about it. IDK. I would click that, but we have a duty to do them in the order they're posted. Content warning, turn back now if you don't want to read my rant about infanticide in Mario games. Do you ever think about how fucked up it is that Mario is a man who stomps on people's heads so hard they die? He even kills a baby in Super Mario Galaxy. It's the first boss fight. You break an egg and birth a newborn baby animal, and it runs around crying, as babies do, so you hit it 3 times with its own tail until it's dead from blunt trauma. Why? Because there's a star inside it, and you need that star to power up your spaceship because Mario is a murdering colonizer. Rated E for everyone. That's fucked up. Why don't people talk about that? I like the beginning of Super Mario Galaxy where you run around the festival and say hi to toads and they say cute stuff. That's way better than Goombas. What's the point of Goombas? They're easy to avoid. The only reason you kill them is to get coins to restore your health. They could just as easily give you friendship hearts. Oh, if you want friendship hearts, you should play Kirby Star Allies. Kirby kills people too. That's fucked up. I don't know, maybe we don't have all the information. Maybe Dino Piranha was the Antichrist or something. I'm not saying Mario is bad or problematic, I just think it's weird that he kills babies. IDK? So many layers to the video game violence thing. Like, it's weird that so many games are about combat, but I'm not some centrist, and maybe people make art about violence because it's important for us to think about. But it's gross when a game is just like, quote, genocide the black monsters. But how many justifications and you were the villain stories until we admit that maybe we're looking for excuses? Is it even fun to fight? Aren't you tired? Don't you just want to explore? I don't know. Didn't I click on IDK to get here? Okay, that was all combat. I don't enjoy the combat or puzzles. What even is puzzles? Sounds like a nuisance. I like Myst, but how old are you? But I don't care about the puzzles. I just want to explore weird islands and mess with the machines. Found a cute puzzle game on itch.io. I was really into it, but then they started doing timing puzzles with moving spiky blocks, and I was like, no, the fun is over. I just wanted to traverse the space. Now I gotta worry about sentient buzzsaws and their patterns. It's the video game version of when you're reading a book and you're like, oh, a man wrote this. Fuck! I hate it when there's mechanics in my video games because you can tell they were made by a man. Fuck, dude. Wait, did I click on nuisance? I did click on nuisance. It all feels like sludgy filler. There's so much sludge everywhere. This person is independently discovered 2015, our game discourse in 2019. That was all mechanics? Oh no! A challenge. When a video game challenges you, what even is that? I challenge you to win this fight. Lol, you're the kid on the playground who dares people to do stuff. I dare you to eat dirt. No, you silly boy, I won't do that. Go away. If your games are hard, who are they for? Gamers? That sucks. You could be making easy games for cool people instead. Okay, that was all challenge, I think. Story. People have the fakest ideas about what makes a good story. All this nonsense about conflict and, like, plot. IDK. Studio Ghibli movies are full of bad, unconventional storytelling and Deus Ex Machina endings, but people still love them. Writers have a creepy obsession with conflict. It feels like trauma porn. I don't trust it. No, guys, come on, this has to be self-aware. Come on, you can't write writers have a creepy obsession with conflict. It feels like trauma porn. I don't trust it, sincerely. You can't express that thought sincerely. Come on. This isn't real. This isn't like a real person. Story? Okay, I clicked on story. They watch GDC. Games done. Sick. I actually don't know what GDC is. I'm only going to GDC if it stands for Girl to Fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me! Oh man. I think they know stuff. I was kinda addicted to video essays for a while. Every time I learned something, I felt enriched and inspired. But that's not the same as making a game. A lot of what I learned turned out to be wrong anyway. If you want to be me and immerse yourself in game engines for your whole life, you better love the process. If you only want the satisfaction of saying, look, I made a game, but you don't want to code or model or bonk around in cyberspace, I mean, that's probably fine, but you're not me. No offense, I just really love making games. I mean, you can tell, look at the games she made. You can tell how much she loves making games. Occasionally someone tells me I'm their role model, and I'm like, oh, good luck. I've been making games forever, and all I got is a few $1,000s, because I don't do it for money, I do it for fun and for love. I mean, if that sounds like something you're into, then go for it. It's weird when people talk about the struggle to succeed as an indie dev as if it's a problem with society that we need to fix. Why aren't people buying these obscure games? IDK, they don't have to. It's okay. No one's obligated to buy your stuff, you weirdo. Sorry if that's mean. Oh, I just want people to survive. I don't know why you would expect people to buy things. People think games make money. They're like, what about Candy Crush? And then you have to explain that Candy Crush is a slot machine. What you do is more like what you do is more like lesbian poetry in a dead language. Okay, I want to read this still, but Remy wants to know what else is in their itch.io library. View all by Girl Software. There's a link here. Oh, there's like games here. Look at this. Let me expand the window a bit. There's like games. Celestial Hacker Girl Jessica for $1.99. Jessica is a magical girl who's also a marble, and she hacks computers and dodges lasers and eats cake, and also she's in space. Hang on, let me pause the music and we can watch the video trailer. It's cropped, sorry. Why is this at such a low fucking resolution? This is as high as... Okay, fine. It looks fine now. Okay. Wow, oh god, look at these suggestions. For the record, the only video I've ever watched in Firefox is the Donkey Kong shit that we watched when I was streaming Bonanza. This is like if Glover was a girl and also just the ball. Gay. Little space. I'm sure this is safe to click on! Nanogirl micronauts have been dispatched to the worlds below. Contact is sporadic and fleeting. Prolonged shrinking seems to cause psychological effect of smallness. That's what happened to me. Establish visual transmissions to receive data and comfort the girls. 1 billion procedural worlds, viewer. Transmission frequencies can be copied and pasted so you can revisit and share your favorite worlds. Okay. See, you thought what you thought, but actually it's fine. Microscopic alien worlds. No gameplay, just vibes. Sorry, the text is cut off. Ambient music, generated in real time. Copy, I think that's an ampersand, and paste. God, this is so hard to read. Anyway, let's learn about coding. Oh, seeds, thank you. Programming is easy. You just open up the magic computer box and make a wish. Modeling is easy. You just put shapes together until it looks cute. I did Be Me already. Making a game? Okay, I did all those. That was no stuff? That was no stuff. Sucks. Whether stuff is good or bad is subjective, but I feel like people have weird opinions. If you want more girly games, but you always think girly games are bad and gross boy games are good, have you considered maybe your perception of good and bad is poisoned by, like, gamers? Or boring men on RottenTomatoes.com who think Marvel is better than Tinkerbell? Have you seen the Tinkerbell movies? They're 1,000 times cuter. Yeah, but cuter doesn't mean better, really? Are you sure? Maybe stop letting people tell you what to feel and listen to your heart. Most devs don't make games. They just think about games and talk about games. Oh wait, I already clicked on this. Okay. 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 We did it. First page done. Games can be lots of things. Systems, worlds, STEM toys, party activities, parties, art exhibits, art, sports, cursed items, magic, rituals, HRT. There's some of my faves, but a lot more. All right, that was a hard level. They almost got me. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to make it at this point. Games are cool because they're systems. This is like fucking just bimbo Bennett Foddy. Games are cool because they're systems. A movie is pre-recorded, but a game is a real-time simulation, so it can change, not only based on player input, but also unpredictable intersections of randomization, physics, AI. This was written in 2019. When I make a game, I think of it as a big, complicated machine that might take on a life of its own. I love a good proc gem. Literally, I'm gonna read this next part in my best Bennett Foddy voice, and you will see how much she sounds like Bennett Foddy. My ideas are boring. I like to collab with other people / computers when I can. Computers are pretty smart, so I try to stand back and let them do their own thing sometimes. It's important to love and respect your computer. That didn't sound that much like it. Boring art is bad, but if you try too hard to make it weird and interesting, that can be bad too. You probably shouldn't overthink it, but if you have a cool friend, maybe show it to them and be like, hey, can you fuck this up for me? I think that might be the best. Friendship was the most cool and fucked up thing all along. Computer care tips. Number 1, when you build a computer, you have to put some kind of charm or toy inside it, otherwise the magic won't work. MK? Does a light up graphics card count? If it gets 2, if it gets hot and starts breathing heavily, that's how you know it's having fun. Number 3, every day you should kiss your computer and say, good girl. MK would hack my computer while I was streaming and tell me that, okay, I'm seeing here it's been 3 weeks since the last time you kissed your computer and said, good girl. She did that to me when I was fucking running Elden Ring. I was like, Elden Ring is running bad. And she just hijacked my computer. It was like, Tessa, has it really been 3 weeks since you turned your computer off? Okay, that was systems. If nothing else, I think games are magic portals to other worlds. Stim toys. I like Kingdom... Blah! I like Kingdom Hearts. I think it's the stimmiest game. I'm very sensitive, so aesthetic is important to me. Whether it's smooth and shiny or low poly and blanketed in textures, there's a lot you can do to make a game feel good. People usually do it wrong, though. Sensitive. You can probably heighten your sensitivity to this stuff if you focus on it for a while. Or take hormones, maybe. Which was that? That was Stim Toys. Party activities. Sometimes games are more fun if you play them with other people, or if you watch someone play, or if they watch you. There's lots of ways to experience games. Video games are parties. I'm the DJ. My job is to shut up and make people have something to dance to. This twine is not a good example. A game can be a space to exhibit art, or a game can be exhibited as art in a physical space. Sometimes people make game anthologies where they exhibit multiple games inside another game. Wow, art is really boring. That feels especially abrasive in the context of Anthology of the Killer. I love girls. I love art when it's made by cool art girls. I'm all about that. That's literally my whole life. This sucks. Sports. When you're playing a video game and someone says GG, that means good girl. I think the author, the character, not the actual devs, one of those people who thinks their experiences are universal. Yeah, let's psychoanalyze the fictitious creator of this game. Some of my games are cursed so badly, I don't want to talk about them anymore. Others are cursed in a good way. Games can hold a lot of power. It's pretty hot. Games are participatory experiences that can have interesting effects on your mind and body. Excuse me. You know, before I proceed further, the first chapter in Anthology of the Killer I played today, the one with its suburbs, that really spoke to me. I think I really needed to play through that chapter for where I am in my life right now. Quoid, this has literally nothing to do with Anthology of the Killer. Oh, I did say good girl. Is that really? Okay. Hormones are affected by your brain and vice versa. One time I held a baby and my titties got bigger the next day. I've half joked about my games being laced with estrogen, but I wonder how powerful they could be. What if we could use video games to force femme people all over the world? Games aren't girly enough, even when they try to be. Oh no, there's so many links. If you can reimagine a game but make it girlier, you're already contributing more to the medium than any guy as far as I'm concerned. My ultimate goal is to force femme every game. When people ask me for girly game recommendations, it's hard to think of very many. The Venn diagram of games about girls and games that successfully channel girliness and games that are fun to play doesn't have a lot of overlap. It's almost like people are afraid to do all three at once. But doesn't that make you want to try it? Games about girls that successfully channel girliness and that are fun to play. I thought that was true of Anthology of the Killer. Sometimes a game tries to be good, but you can feel the bad vibes, the energy of the evil men who shaped the medium. People have a lot of ideas about games, and it's hard to unlearn that stuff. The Radfem Bennett has logged on. If you want to reinvent a medium, you have to eviscerate it first. Destroy video games from the inside out like an alien parasite. Kill video games and dance with their corpses. E-girl equals evisceration girl. I'm just gonna back out of this zone that I've found myself in. Okay, that's where I was. Reimagine. It's cool when people clone or iterate on a game, like it's no longer just software with an expiration date. It's transcended its form and become a tradition that can survive infinitely. It can't be contained. Plus, you can put girls in it and make them kiss. Flood the world and dilute the sludge. Oh, did I already click? Was that all in Force Fem? That was all in Force Fem. Okay, we're good. Oh, that's like almost the entire game, isn't it? Except for how and the proceeding links. You want to know how I make games? The secret ingredient for my games is love. Here's my impression of a human. I hate everything because there's no love in my heart. I wonder why I'm not having fun. Lol, humans. I think a lot of people don't have love in their hearts, and that's why their games are bad. It's important to make things with love. If you don't know how to love, well, it's hard to explain because it's sort of a magic thing that comes out of nowhere. An emergent metaphysical experience made of energy and holograms. Kind of like a video game. Love is more important than video games. If you make video games with love, then maybe your love will reach people in ways you never imagined. Wise words. I agree. Viewer. Viewer. Short stream today, viewer. But hey, we finished Anthology of the Killer. Viewer, I would love to take this time, viewer, to thank those of you who were able to donate to my stream today. I just think that was real swell of you. Arbeat and Kringus and AK and Maddox Kent, thank you all so much. I'll be back tomorrow. What the fuck am I gonna stream tomorrow? Maybe another test custom game. I don't have a lot of good ideas. I'm gonna say this is gonna be another test custom game. I've got a lot of test custom games built up. So I might as well start hacking away at them. I can't get back to Baldur's Gate already. I've been away from Baldur's Gate for so short a season. So yeah, probably something test custom or Cuphead or Morrowind, but I feel that I should put those off. In the meantime, I was gonna say, if you have the $7 to spare and you liked what you saw, me playing it, that's true, Bremy, I hope you'll consider buying Anthology of the Killer. That was a fantastic game. Games aren't written that good. And I found it, at least for me, your mileage may vary, eminently relatable. I will see you in an hour for Star Trek in my Discord. Until then, enjoy the rated stream and take care. Bye-bye for now, folks.